march in protest to the police brutality that George Floyd died at the hands of, as well as in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. As someone who is from Forest Lake, lived here for most of my life, and now lives in Minneapolis, there's a huge disruption of information between what we're seeing in the cities and what Forest Lake thinks is happening there. There's a lot of unity and there's a lot of community down there that's happening because of the police brutality and the death of George Floyd. And we want to change that narrative here in Forest Lake. We want people to know that Black lives do matter and that we're able to organize around that issue and uplift their voices. This is way more people than we expected at all, in all honesty. We thought there's going to be probably like 20 people here. So I'm just so happy that in the 36 hours that we were able to organize this, that we've had such a strong showing.
In Forest Lake, we would be having a march and a protest for something really important. So I want to speak about my experience growing up in Forest Lake as a minority, and just growing up in Forest Lake. At first, I was confused. I didn't know why I was getting made fun of. I didn't know why I was different than everyone else. I remember crying to my mom right here, going home from the bus. I told her I don't understand. I didn't get it. And she really helped me, and she educated me. And as I got older, I got upset. I would yell, I would rage, and I'm sure some of you might have seen it, but I couldn't grasp it, I couldn't understand, and so I got mad, I got upset. And now, being a little bit older, I want to educate everyone. Take the time to listen, to really hear people's stories, because you never know what people are going through. Like there's that saying that you have to walk a mile in someone else's shoes, and I think that's what we need to start doing. We really need to listen. And as a community, I think that's really important, that we all need to listen to each other's stories, because we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Like we see on social media, we see different things, but we know that's not always true. So that's what I think this community can really start doing, is listening to everyone.
Amen!
Thank you.
I went to the high school for 1 year, just my senior year, and a lot of things have happened in that school. And I'm just really happy to see that everyone's coming together to fight for a cause that's really needed all the support for a very long time.
When I was younger, like in elementary school, I wouldn't really realize the difference between me and other kids. And then as I got older, I got into middle school and then high school. And when I got into middle school, I would straighten my hair every single day because I didn't want people to think I was different, or I just didn't want to stand out. I was like the only black kid in the whole entire classroom. And I just want to say, like, don't be ashamed to be who you are. Being black isn't something to be ashamed of. Message to the people, the colored people who are here and the colored people who will be here, because this isn't going to end. Yep. This place is going to get even more and more diverse. This is the most diverse I've ever seen it in a while, and I've been here for a while. Yeah. So for the people who are witnessing more diversity, don't be afraid, embrace it, please.
I'm really, really glad and amazed to see the crowd here today. I'm a parent and I live in the school district. My heart is just heavy.
Speak it.
I'm a parent of 5 kids, and they all go to Forest Lake area schools. This is the time I've been working so hard with the school superintendent, the principals. We are working on the equity, the strategic planning. It's been going for like 2 years. The African Affinity Group. To see this population, this crowd today, it goes a long ways to give us the courage, and me in particular, as a parent, dealing with my kids at home. When I watched the video of George, I could see my son, I could see my husband, I could see my brother, I could see my uncle right there. He is not different from us. We can be in that position any second if we don't start now. And the beauty about it, I can see the young faces. The future is in your hands. You have to make this. You have to push it. We don't want this to happen again with the corona. We are depressed. And on top of this, how can we pull through? Please, I'm begging. Let's raise our voices. It doesn't matter. Whatever you do makes a difference. Let's bring in that change, especially in Forest Lake. I've been here for 10 years. And of course, this is the most diverse I've ever seen. And it's just the beginning. Let's build this community. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you so much for coming out, but it cannot stop here. We have to keep going. This is not a trend. Black Lives Matter is not a trend. My life matters. Going to this school, I had to deal with so much shit and trying to go to adults for help, bro. There is nobody in that school that is a person of color. Yep. Trying to talk to them about my problems, they just don't get it. They don't understand. There was this girl I went to school with from 3rd grade until I graduated high school, and she tortured me. And they would send her home from school for 1 day. Yep. 1 day. You guys, please don't stop this fight, please. We need you out here. This could have been my dad. This could have been my uncles, my sisters, my brothers. Please, you guys. This means the world to me to have you. I need you to do your research. I need you to sign the petitions. I need you to go donate. I need you to listen. Please listen to us. We are sick and tired of this. I should not have to worry about my future children being scared to go out into the world.
I've lived in this community for 16 years now. I've lived in Forest Lake, and so I've had kids, stepkids. I currently have a child that attends North Lakes Academy, and I just thank you all for being here. Like, I didn't even know this was going on today. I'm driving home, I see, police, and I'm like, oh my God, what the heck is going on or whatever, and my heart is so full just seeing all of these faces here because when I moved here 16 years ago, there wasn't a lot of diversity. I've experienced racial inequality, like even at our Cub Foods and, things like that many of you will never experience or see. And I thank God that nothing bad has happened physically to my children, but being in the schools here, being in this community, there is racism, there is inequality. And I had a teacher that currently teaches at Forest Lake High School message me and ask me, how can she be the change? Because we know this is going on. We know this is happening here. Not just here, everywhere, Minnesota, and beyond. And just please love each other, take care of each other, take care of our communities and our kids, because we all feel this. There's a pandemic going on. There's so much happening right now, and I just want to say thank you. Keep spreading the word, keep being positive, keep being that movement in our area, because we need this. We all need this.
My heart is so full. I think that's the biggest thing is, I wasn't expecting this many people to come. Like other people said, when I first got here, there was a couple cars, but everyone really showed up and they listened and they supported everyone, and it warms my heart. I'm so happy that there's people supporting, because a couple years ago we wouldn't have had this. People would have made jokes, people would have laughed and made fun of you, and I want to thank everyone that is an ally and that is here supporting. It's really important. Anyone watching, any people of color, be yourself, don't be afraid. You can do this, you can get through it. And anyone else, listen, educate, and support. We really need it. Not just right now, but we need it always. This isn't just a trend.